Apricot's nest, apricot's nest. We'll sing and we'll learn because birds are the best. Apricot's nest, apricot's nest. We'll sing and we'll learn on Apricot's nest.
Hey there, welcome back to Apricot's Nest. I'm Emma, the bird lady. I've been meaning to provide you with a little update on Apricot himself. That's the Baltimore Oriole, that's the namesake of this channel, that was living in our backyard here in Nova Scotia throughout the winter months. Apricot was here from the middle of November until the middle of March, so about a month ago. And he was here every day throughout those cold winter months. And it was so nice to see his colorful feathers throughout those cold, snowy days. However, it was the middle of March when we stopped seeing him, which is likely a good sign that he's gone to find a mate, gone to find a female Baltimore Oriole and build a nest and start their breeding season together. I just wanted to provide that little update because I know that some of you started watching this channel because you also were interested in what Apricot was up to here in Nova Scotia. All right, today's bird is not a Baltimore Oriole. Stay tuned and we'll figure out what we're going to learn about today.
It's time to guess, what is this bird? Can you guess with me? It is a mystery. Did you recognize that bird? What was it?
Today's bird is a tree swallow. You can see here that the male tree swallow has that shiny blue color on the back and the head, and the female tree swallow is a bit more muted and brown than the male. There's less blue on the female tree swallow. The tree swallow is so beautiful, isn't it? Their feathers are just so vibrant and bright blue. It's a deep bright blue color, but they almost look shiny in some lights on the back and on the head. It's that deep bright blue. And then the breast and the front of the face is white. They're a small bird. They're about the size of a sparrow, but they have a really long tail. So you can kind of notice that when they're in flight or sitting on a wire. You might notice their tail is a lot longer than other small birds.
Tweet, tweet, where do they sleep? Where do they live?
So as the name suggests, tree swallows like to live in trees and little tree cavities, but they also are a great candidate for a nest box. So if you have a birdhouse or a nest box up in your yard, you might find that a couple of tree swallows will make that their home for a little bit in the spring when they're nesting and they're breeding. And then soon enough, if you leave the nest undisturbed and you don't look in there too much and you just watch from afar, you might see the little baby tree swallows eventually fly out and start their life in the big world out of the nest. Tree swallows like to build their nests around water, around wetlands, open fields, little environments like that.
Tweet, tweet, what do they eat? Let's talk about their food.
So what do tree swallows eat? Most of their diet is bugs that they eat right out of the air. So tree swallows spend a lot of time flying around the air and they're like little acrobats. They're flipping around, swoop and twirl and dips and all those little fun things. And they're often trying to catch bugs while they go because that's what they eat mostly. However, during breeding season, when they're trying to get a little extra nutrients in there for their babies, you might also see them around a compost pile where they like to eat eggshells. And that'll give them a little bit more energy that they can share with their babies to make them nice and strong.
Would you like a fun fact? Here you go. It's time for some fun facts.
So a fun fact about tree swallows is you're very unlikely to see them on the ground. They spend the majority of their day flying around in the air and might do circles and loops and swoops and dives. When they're not flying around in the air, maybe they're in their nest box or they might be perched on a wire. They try to avoid being on the ground as much as possible because they're avoiding animals that might try to eat them, like they're predators. So they don't want to be sighted on the ground by a cat or a raccoon or something else that might eat them for a snack. So that's why they hang out on wires or fly around most of the day looking for their bugs to eat.
It's a look-alike bird. Put your spectacles on. It's a sneaky, tricky look-alike bird. Not the same species at all.
A barn swallow is another type of swallow, and it has a longer forked tail that's very easy to see when it's flying. The barn swallow has a rusty red throat and a more creamy stomach, and they're more likely to be seen around farmlands where they can nest in barns and roosts. A cliff swallow also has a lot of blue on its back, similar to a tree swallow, but they have more reddish tones around the face and on its back as well, and their belly isn't a bright white like the tree swallow. Cliff swallows create mud nests on walls and cliffs, so their habitat is also different from the tree swallow. All right, bird quiz friends, here we go. We'll show you 3 birds we've learned about in previous episodes, and you'll have a chance to guess them before we share the answers with you at the end.
Bird quiz, let's all test our knowledge. Bird quiz, let's learn, kids. Put on your thinking cap.
Thanks for doing the bird quiz today. Our first bird today was a bald eagle, the second was a black-capped chickadee, and the third was an osprey. That was fun.
Thanks for checking out our episode today on tree swallows. I love swallows. I think they're so elegant and I love watching them fly and flip and twirl through the air. It's also interesting that there's quite a few different varieties of swallows to learn about. Maybe you'll have an opportunity to see a swallow in your own neighborhood or when you're on a trip, and we'd love to hear about it if so. Anyway, thanks for checking out the episode. We hope to see you again soon. I'm Emma. This is Apricot's Nest. Cheep, cheep.
Birds, 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 flying so high. Birds, 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 up in the sky. They are in the pond, up in a tree. They are on your lawn. Won't you sing with me? Birds, 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 have wings and beaks. Birds, 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 listen for their tweets on Apricot's Nest. Apricot's Nest, we'll sing and we'll learn because birds are the best on Apricot's Nest. Apricot's Nest, oh, we'll sing